Welcome back. So I'm doing my eyeshadow declutter today. It's a little bit gloomy outside, so I was thinking about turning on a light, but then I know the light would really wash it out and I wouldn't really be able to see the colors all that well, but I don't think the lighting is too bad because you can see the true color of this cream shadow that I put on here, so I think it should be okay. So just right now I'm doing my cream shadows that are like in a pot, and most of these are Maybelline color tattoos. I know I'm keeping my elf smudge pots. I have the Belle one that's in the shade Belle, if she'll focus. Ugh, whatever, okay, but she looks like this. See if I can, she's like super creamy, and it's right there. And then I have the three, I think these are the only three that they have. I have Ain't That Sweet, which is like a pink opalescent kind of color. And then we have Brownie Points, which is a nice bronze. And then I have Cruisin' Chic, which is like a nice taupe color. Don't you just love when cameras don't focus? Ugh, whatever. Okay, the last two that I have that I know I'm keeping, I have, this is supposed to be in a pencil form, but this is NYX Yogurt. It melted out of the pencil, so I had to put it in a different container. And then, whoa, I also have the Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow in Beach Honey, which this little pot is, like, the little opening for this is so tiny that it's really hard to stick your finger in there because it's so deep down. So I always have to use a brush when I apply this. Why is my camera not focusing? Alright, well, I'm not sure if you can see it, but that right there is the Bobbi Brown one, because my camera just doesn't want to focus right now. The rest of these are Maybelline color tattoos. I'm actually going to go through these off camera and then just tell you which ones I'm keeping and getting rid of. Okay, so I'm getting rid of 6 and keeping 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. These I'm getting rid of because they're either dried out or I just don't wear them. This one is Deep Forest. This one is, it's like, I don't even know. There's, like, the color doesn't really come off when I put my finger in here, so that one's going. I'm getting rid of Bold Gold because I'm not a big gold person, so I don't really wear these that often, and I'm also getting rid of Gold Brush. So, I'm getting rid of those two. Partially, like, especially, Bold Gold is dried out, like no color comes off of here. And then also Stroke of Midnight. I'm getting rid of this one. It's a nice color, but it's black, and if I'm gonna use black, I want matte black. So this one just has a bunch of glitters in it, so I'm getting rid of it. Also Fierce and Tangy, which is an orange, and this is just, it's gross and like no color comes off when I use it, so and when it did work, I never actually used it. And then Blue on By, which this one is pretty dried out. So I'm getting rid of those. And I'm keeping all these. I'm not really going to go through all these because I think I have pretty much every single shade except for the ones I'm getting rid of, obviously. And if you're wondering, this little divider thing came out of one of my husband's toolboxes. Like, he didn't want to put the divider in there, so he just took it out. So I confiscated it. I really don't know how I'm going to do this next part because I have a crap ton of these, like, pencil form, cream shadows, so I may have to, like, divide these up within the video. So we'll do those next. I keep this. I had a bunch of these. These are the Revlon Illuminance cream shadows. This is in the shade Skin Lights, and I love this one specifically for that color right here, or that color right there. It's just, it's so pretty and unique, and I just love it. I like the whole thing, but that shade right there is like what calls me to this. And then I'm keeping all of my CoverGirl Bombshell Shine Shadows. I think I have every shade. I have Color Me Money, which is green, Platinum Club, which is like a deep platinum purple, Ice Queen, which is like a bluish white, Gold Goddess, which is a gold, Ooh La Lilac, which is like a deep purple, and then Copper Fling, which is obviously a copper. So close that, and we're going to go on to these. Alright, so first we have the Maybelline Color Tattoo Concentrated Crayons. I like these preferably more than the ones in the little pots, but they don't have the pot shades in this form. I think they have Barely Beige, which is similar to Barely Branded, but they're not the same kind of color. So I keep both both forms. This is Pink Parfait, which is kind of like pink, hold on. It's similar to Inked in Pink in the pot form, but it's not the same. So I keep both forms of these. So I'm keeping these. Stick those in there for now. I apologize for being able to see this, but I can only get to the camera by sitting like this. I have these Santi Color My Eyes matte eyeshadow sticks. I like these because they're matte and they're in colors that I have in no other form of cream. So I have this gray, which is, there's no name on these, but there's a gray, there's a deep violet, which is coming off more blue, and then a deep aqua blue. So I like these because I don't have anything else like them. Alright, so these are the CoverGirl Flamed Out Shadow Pencils. I don't even know if they make these anymore. I got them when they were actually on clearance at Walgreens, so I think they may not make them anymore, but this one's completely coming out. I'm actually going to take these and compare them to some of my Maybelline Color Tattoo pencils, and then I'll let you know which ones I'm keeping and throwing away, or getting. Okay, so I don't have similar shades of each one in each form, but the ones that are similar to each other I kept out. So these three, the CoverGirl ones, 345, 350, and 335, I don't have anything similar in the Maybelline Color Tattoo range. And then these are the color tattoos that I don't have anything similar to in the CoverGirl range. So I do have these three that are all pinks. I have the Color Tattoo in Pink Parfait, the CoverGirl one in the number 365. And then this I don't think is actually made anymore. This is the CoverGirl Intense Shadow Blast Primer and Rich Shadow in 810. So I'm going to swatch all of these next to each other. I don't usually like ones in the liquid doe foot applicator form, but because they tend to crease really easily. Wow, that's a dark pink. And then Pink Parfait. Okay, so Pink Parfait and this CoverGirl one are very similar, so I'm actually just going to keep Pink Parfait and get rid of the CoverGirl one. But I'm going to keep this one because it's a very different pink. It's a pink purple. Okay, now to compare, let's see, CoverGirl in 370. My hand is still a little bit wet. And then Color Tattoo in Chocolate Chrome. Why is this not coming off very well? There we go. Those are very similar to each other. One is more brown. The CoverGirl one is more pigmented, but the Maybelline one is more shiny. I think I'll just go ahead and keep both of them because I don't know how to make decisions. We have CoverGirl in 340, which I don't think these are going to be similar, but they look like they might be, so I'm testing out anyways. This one keeps coming out. And then Barely Beige from Maybelline. Yeah, these are really different. They're pink and beige, so I'm going to keep both of those. And then last two, we have the Color Tattoo in Lilac Lust, which I'm just going to put here. That's really pretty. And then we have the CoverGirl in 355. Yeah, those are very different. I'm going to keep both of those too. Alrighty then, so I'm not doing a very good job of getting rid of these things, but it's okay. So we have 5 of these. These are the Rimmel Magnifies Intense Stay True Color Long Lasting Wear. These are the double-sided pencil thingies. One's a shadow, and then I think this one is a liner. But I really do like these, so I will be keeping all of these. Surprise, surprise. And then I know I'm keeping all of these. I did say that I don't like the cream shadows in the doe applicator form. These I do like. These are the Rimmel Scandalize eyeshadow paints. I have Rich Russet, Pomegranate, Beige, which is like a white. I don't understand why they called it beige. Velvet Black, Manganese Purple, Chestnut Taupe, and Golden Bronze. I really like these. Now, these here... Oh, there's some more CoverGirl ones, but I'm keeping these. These are the Revlon... what are these called? Revlon Photo Ready Eye Art Lid, Line, and Lash. I like these, but I do not like the glitter side of them, of any of them. None of them. I don't like any of the glitters. I love all of the little shadows, so I really don't know how I'm going to fix that problem, because it takes up a lot of room for just something that I use this part of. I think the only color that I'm actually going to get rid of is this one. This is in the shade Gold Glitz, because like I said before with the color tattoos, I don't wear gold. Even though this is absolutely stunning, I don't wear it. And then they paired it up with like a black glitter, so I don't really know what that was about. These three all look very similar, but they're all very different. We have Topaz Twinkle. These are so creamy and so smooth. I really love them. Peach Prism, which is like almost like a rose goldish kind of color. And then we have Fuchsia Flash. See, they're all different, but they look very similar. So, and then for example, I'll show you, this is the glitter for Fuchsia Flash, or Fuchsia Flash? Yeah, Fuchsia Flash. It like, you can see it pushes all of the glitter to the side of the applicator, and I just don't really see how that's useful in any way. So, getting rid of the gold one, keeping all of the other ones. So, this is actually what I'm getting rid of right here, which, honestly, for me, that is a lot, because I have an issue with holding on to things. So I'm going to put everything back in here and back in the drawer, and I'll be back. What I was thinking about doing with these is taking this off and actually taking some pliers and trying to break that applicator off, because I never use these and I don't know how to use them because they're so, I guess, unpigmented. And the staying power on these is actually really nice. Like, some comes off on my finger, but if I like push it around, yeah, it doesn't go anywhere. So I'm gonna try that one day. Also, one of my favorites is this purple one in Lilac Luster. I actually have two of these, and this purple is just so pretty. So I have two of these, and then I have two of the Black Brilliance ones, because this black is like freaking insane. So I have backups of these, because I don't even think they make these anymore. Oh, this one isn't even CoverGirl. This is a Rimmel by Kate shadow stick in rose gold. I love this. I completely forgot this was in here. This is such a pretty color. It's not really a rose gold. It's like a copper, rose copper. Alright, so this is what my drawer looks like now. It's not really that much different than what I had before, but it's less crowded. And these things don't want to stay where they're supposed to stay. And I don't have anything to store these little, like, CoverGirl bombshell shine shadow things in. So I just keep them in the front, because if I don't, they'll fall to the back and I'll forget about them. So that's the end of my cream shadow declutter. Hope you enjoyed this. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. And I will talk to you guys in my next video. Bye!